Hello, good morning. Viewers and subscribers all over the world, my wonderful people. This is Okute Daily Talk, bringing to us this early morning, Wednesday broadcast of a 14th day in this month of December in the year 2022. I would not like to take much of our time. Please, if this is your first time of hearing my voice, or this is your first time of coming across Okute Daily Talk 1, 2, 3, 4, anyone you lay your hand on, please try to subscribe and make sure you make any of my video go viral. For one way or the other, somebody or somehow needed that message from me. So I will not want to delay or waste time. Let's go straight into the news of the day. As we take the headlines, then we'll come back to the news of this very morning. So please tighten your seatbelt and give me your listening ear, for we are about to take off very soon. Make sure you fish them out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu discloses those responsible for the sit-at-home order. How Tinubu dared bandits to travel to Briningwari Lalong. 2023. Why Southeast will not vote for Atiku Abubakar or Haneze Chieftain. Lai Mohammed slams Atiku over Boko Haram insurgents. Comment says PDP nurtured them. Is Ibrahim El Zazaki dead? IHRC reacts to viral reports about Shite leader. Names of people killed in Enugu herdsmen attack revealed as death toll rises. So we are going to start our news from what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the order is given to Nigerian operatives and Nigerian community about those responsible for the enforcement of a 5-day sit-at-home order in Biafra land. So without not taking much of our time, let us take the news as it ought to be. So please do not go far from here, for I am here also to give you that news that your ear is itching to hear. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has said those against his peaceful movement are responsible for the sit-at-home order in the southeast. Kanu urged the people of the southeast to take it upon themselves to pull out the criminals from their hideouts. Okute News report that there have been series of killings and destruction in the southeast. The attacks followed the sit-at-home order issued by Finland-based agitator Simon Ekpa. Speaking during his routine meeting with his legal team at the Department of State Service (DSS) in Abuja, the IPOB leader condemned the actions of the perpetrators. A statement by his lead counsel Ifeanyi Ejiofor said Kanu commended the people of the southeast for ignoring the recent sit-at-home order in the region. The IPOB leader condemned the actions of the perpetrators. Onyendo Kanu directed that the criminals who are still on rampage, ostensibly being funded by the enemies of his peaceful movement in their desperate bid to ensure that our land is completely destroyed, should be fished out from their hideouts and dealt with them. Onyendo further requested that Umu Chineke should monitor the modus operandi of these soulless beings and discreetly smoke them out from their various hideouts. The statement reads partly. So that is all we need to hear, or we need to know about the current situation, about the standing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on this issue of the 5-day ultimatum sit-at-home. He had made this comment before, and he repeats himself once again that he knows nothing about it, and nobody should attach him or any member of the IPOB family about concerning this sit-at-home, because this is a deliberately act to destabilize the East in this year-attitude period, and also cause mayhem in the lives of those living in the land. We know and we believe that those ones who are the enemies of Biafra, who have been blackmailing Biafra in one way or the other, is the one that have instigated the Finland agitator, who said is a disciple to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whereas he is not. they are the one that is sponsoring all this act. Because you cannot tell me that 5 days sit at home that nobody honored, then how manage the bandits are the one that take it upon themselves to enforce 5 days sit at home? What for? What is their gain in forcing people to stay at home instead of them to be going out to their normal business or businesses? So that is to tell you that this ultimatum they gave, there's something attached to it. We are yet to find out the motive of enforcing people to sit at home for complete good 5 days without no food, no water, no any provision of any kind. This is unbelievable that this kind of thing is happening in my own region at this point in time. At this point where the economy is going down on daily basis, instead of them to help to support the economy of the eastern region, which have been what we have been fighting for since, to make sure that the eastern region remains the best and the more developed side in this so-called Nigeria. Anyway, whatever it is, we are going to be moving forward, and no one is going to stop us or fish us out from what we are doing. So let us move into another news. How Tinubu dared bandits to travel to Birnin-Gwari, Lalong. The Director General of All Progressive Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council and Governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, has narrated how the party's flag bearer Bola Tinubu dared the bandits by traveling to Birnin-Gwari community in Birnin-Gwari local government area of Kaduna State. Speaking on Tuesday at a rally held inside the main bowel of the Ahmedu Bello Stadium, Lalong said Tinubu risked his life to travel on 6-hour round trip to Birnin-Gwari, which is notorious for bandits attacks. Who are these bandits? Are they not APC? They are APC. The bandits who keep demanding that government know what they want. So what are you saying? How can they go to attack their own presidential candidate? It is not done. APC is bandits and bandit is APC. So they know what they are doing and they know the game they are playing. Because in this APC administration, that a bandit, a criminal, killers, herdsmen will be arrested, and others will come from above within the next 24 hours to release them. So what are we saying here? You dead bandits. You cannot dare your own brother. Come and block me. I'm going for campaign. Which you know that your brother is the supporter of you. Let another presidential candidate travel that 6 hours on road and see what will happen. Their convoy must be attacked, even if they don't attack the main flag bearer, but their convoy must be attacked. That is APC for you. They attack people on a normal street, even in the capital city, with talks. Then what about how much more when the person travel that's so long to go and go for campaign? So let us tell ourselves the truth. He added that the APC standard bearer defied the threat posed by bandits when he led his campaign council, including his running mate and 5 governors, on a night visit to the bandits' ravaged town. The Plateau governor asserted that the gestures was an indication that Nigeria under the APC flag bearer as president would be safe and secure. Lalong said Tinubu, who arrived in Kaduna around 2:30 p.m. on Monday and immediately embarked on the trip to the town where he was received by the Emir of Birnin-Gwari, His Royal Highness Zubairu Jibrin Meigwari. Okuteni reported that the party chieftains who accompanied Tinubu to the town were Lalong, APC Campaign Council Secretary James Faleke, Governors Nasir El-Rufai Kaduna, Abdullahi Ganduje Kanu, Atiku Bagudu Kebbi, and Mohammed Badaru Jigawa. Also in the entourage were the former where the Speaker Dimeji Bankole, Minister of Sports and Development, Sunday Dare, APC gubernatorial candidate for Kaduna, Senator Obasani, APC National Woman Leader, Beta Edu, ex-governorship aspirant in Kaduna State, Hamsu Mirago, and former managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Hadiza Bala Osman. That are the names and dignitaries that went to Kaduna with the Agbado presidential candidate of the APC. 2023, why Southeast will not vote for Atiku? Ohaneze chieftain laments. The national vice president of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Damian Okeke Ogene, on Tuesday revealed why the Southeast will not support the presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party PDP, Atiku Abubakar. According to Okeke Ogene, Atiku has lost the support of the region following his role in the jettisoning zoning in his party. The decision of the PDP to throw open his presidential ticket led to the emergence of Atiku as the flag's bearer. Okeke Ogene said the former vice president would have been seen as a hero if he supported the rotation of the Southeast. Because of his greediness, because of his quest, and because of his desperate to become Nigerian president, to finish what he had started when he was a vice president, that was why he refused. And not he refused, they refused. They conspired against the southern part of the country, that is south or the southeast, to produce the next president. Instead, he chooses to remain there as the only candidate who always emerged as the presidential and the PDP flag bearer every season, which is absurd. It is what? Absurd. Instead, Atiku should have seen the 2023 election as a payback time for the sacrifices Ndigbo made to him in the 2019 elections. Yes, Atiku is the more reason why our current president, Muhammadu Buhari, said that it's for everybody and it's for nobody. That he will give his support and the infrastructural development 90% or 95% of those who voted for him, and 5% of those who did not vote for him. That is the eastern region. That is the one that did not vote for Buhari. And 2019, the Igbo nation, the Igbo region, did all they can to make sure that Atiku won the election, but he failed. So the time for him to support the Southeast or the South to produce the next president, he still reluctantly refused. Rather, they made the ticket open, simply because they have already sidelined the Southeast in anything called presidency. That is the more reason that people will not vote for him again. Even their own campaign spokesperson, what did they call him? Dino Malaye and the rest of them, and Onegbeyan and the rest of his spokesperson, they know truly well that Atiku have not been doing well and he will not attend the seat. Okeke Ogene said, if conscience is anything to go by, the two major political parties couldn't have field candidates from any other zone other than the Southeast. Igbos are being persecuted by Buhari today because they gave Atiku during his last election 95% votes. Complete, confirmed. That is a simple truth. And this moron, instead of him to pay back, he decided to sabotage the Igbo nation. That is the more reason Wike said he can never, not even 1% of his vote from the River State will go to Atiku Abubakar. He vowed not to do that because these people are betrayers. They can betray you at any point in time. Look at what Aminu Tambuwa did to his best friend, Nyesom Wike. On the day of the primary election, which they have agreed, Nyesom Wike traveled all the way with his private jet from Port Harcourt to Sokoto to go and carry Aminu Tambuwa. He went there for all of them to compete. Who the cap fits, let him wear it. At that minute, these people turned the game upside down against Wike. Well, I'm not against Wike for what he's doing at the moment. I think the PDP, they are receiving their own payment in their own coins, because all these people, they are morons. They have no any moral decadency or whatsoever. No anything like equity, fairness, and justice in their mind. All they keep hearing is these people are being marginalized. They are born to be served, while all the Norths who are even foreigners in our land are born to be ruled. Nonsense. Atiku will have been known that the entire Southeast sacrificed their votes and interest for him and see this election as a payback time. He wouldn't have engineered and funded no zoning campaign because we voted for him based on zoning. Atiku would have been the greatest hero of our times if he had been at the forefront of campaigning its turn of the Southeast. But if Atiku fails this election, he will go to grave as an unrepentant person. Sorry to use that word, but it is very unfortunate, according to Okeke Ogene. Speaking on this possibility of Obi gaining the votes of the Southeast voters, he said, Southeast governors are 5 persons with 5 votes. I have a family of 5, so I have 5 votes. I can't even guarantee that all of them will join me to vote for my candidate. The same way the votes of the governors belong to them. They may decide to cast it to Labour Party or elsewhere. Days are gone when one man will say, leave the entire Southeast for me to deliver. It is a joke, completely joke, confirmed. We have grown to the level that you can't drag people like cows. Even today's cow is resisting. For the past 27 years, I have served Ohanese. I perceive the people's order and innuendo. They are not voting for Obi because he's an Igbo, but as a Nigerian project. Obi's national acceptance is the first of its kind in Nigerian history. Even Zik and Ojukwu didn't enjoy much such a handshake across the Niger. But he is having more than a handshake. We are even expecting a handshake across Africa. It is a divine intervention from above. The Igbos have voted for every tribe and zone in this country. That is why people, including Obasanjo, are speaking for us. They appreciate our pains and know they are genuine. They are ready to carry our load with us. And that is all you people need to know about why the Southeast and even South-South will not cast their vote for the PDP presidential candidate Waziri Adamawa. Lai Mohammed slams Atiku over Boko Haram insurgents. Comment. Says PDP nurtured them. According to our Lai, Minister of Information and Tourism. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has slammed the People's Democratic Party flag bearer Atiku Abubakar for blaming the current administration for being responsible for the Boko Haram insurgency. The minister who faulted Atiku for blaming the insurgents on President Muhammadu Buhari's administration said he should join issues with the PDP and not the president. Okute News reports that the minister picked on the PDP flag bearer while speaking in Abuja at the 11th edition of the President Muhammadu Buhari administration scorecard series of 2015 to 2023. Mohammed noted that those who live in glass houses should not throw stones, adding that the PDP practically nurtured Boko Haram insurgents into the monster they later became. He observed that let me quickly react to the statement credited to His Excellency former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who has reportedly expressed surprise at the existence of Boko Haram. The former Vice President was quoted as saying he could not honestly understand the Boko Haram phenomenon and wondered why Boko Haram continues to operate. Well, Lai Mohammed, let me correct you on this. Go and watch the article of Al-Mustafa where he said that the Boko Haram insurgents started since 1972, if I'm not mistaken, when oil and gas and uranium was discovered in Nigeria. Boko Haram have been created there as insurgents for many decades so that they will destabilize the peace of Nigeria while the international community are busy taking the mineral resources we have in Sambisa forest. So saying that the PDP government nurtured them and the insurgents was created under them, that is a fallacy. They just added petrol. They added water to fire or oil to fire. That is exactly what El-Rufai and the rest of the cabals did in 2015 when they do everything humanly possible to make sure that good luck rules. So they went and they bought machineries. So those machineries they imported into the country. That is why during the time of good luck, there's no any bandit that come out and say the government knows what we want. Bandits kidnap them for ransom. But this time around, bandits will cause mayhem and still come out in national TV and boast that they are the one that did it, that government know what they want. What do they want? That is the question we need to ask the APC, Cabals, and also El-Rufai and the rest of them. So for you to say that the PDP are the one that created Boko Haram or under their administration, it is a typical lie. That's why they call you Lai Mohammed. You should at least, if you cannot read, allow your children, because I know you have children, grandchildren as well. Let them read history for you, so that you will understand, instead of coming on the national TV to make jest of yourself or make mockery of your own self. This is the last warning. Well, I think His Excellency didn't need to look far to get the answers to his questions. He should simply ask his party, the PDP, under whose watch the Boko Haram insurgent started in 2009, typical lie. For 6 years until 2015, when our administration assumed office and inherited, Alhaji Atiku should ask his party why it allowed Boko Haram to operate freely, bombing cities, motor parks, schools, and other soft targets unrestrained. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who was then residing in Abuja before purchasing his new abode in Dubai, should ask his party, the PDP, why it allowed Boko Haram to bomb the police headquarters, the UN complex, a shopping mall, and motor parks in Abuja with so much ease. The minister said the military under President Buhari has curbed the insurgents, contrary to what Atiku claimed. He submitted that His Excellency may want to know that today, thanks to our patriotic troops, military objectives have almost been achieved in the northeast, the home region of Boko Haram, thereby creating conditions of stabilization operation to take place. Despite the very large joint operational area, Boko Haram terrorists have been cleared from most of their strongholds, while remnants are being restricted to the tumbles and islands around Lake Chad that are very difficult to access. The former vice president may want to know that both kinetic and non-kinetic activities employed by the military have seen the terrorists surrendering in drones, thereby freeing large space for normal socio-economic life to resume, according to Lai Mohammed. The good news this year is that a bumper agricultural harvest is assured, as farmers were able to carry out extensive farming, which has not been possible since the beginning of insurgents and terrorism in the northeast. Where are they doing the farming? The farmers that are counting their losses over the flood incident that Nigeria easily forget to. So that's like play now. All those people that are affected by floods, nobody is hearing about them again. Nigeria have moved forward, and that is the more reason why all these never do well politicians and psychopaths are using us for to play kalo, because they don't Nigeria forget easily and they move on very easily. Anything that happens in the next 24 hours, a Nigerian man ask him about the history of that thing that happened, he will tell you he can't remember again. Who do us this? Our mumu never do. It is high time we wake up from all this our sleeping slumber and face the reality of life. Because this is getting out of hand every day by day in Nigeria, yet nobody is saying anything. And the youths are busy dancing Alanta. Chai, I weep for the poor. While on the campaigning trail and they throwing political jabs, we advise His Excellency Alhaji Atiku to note the popular idiom that people who live in glass houses should not throw stones, according to our able Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed. Is Ibrahim Zazaki dead? IHRC reacts to viral reports about city leader. What happens to Zazaki? We are about to find out. The Islamic Human Rights Commission, IHRC, has reacted to news making rounds in some quarters. Okute News not inclusive that the leader of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, Ibrahim Zazaki, is dead. Some reports online, according to IHRC, have alleged that the city leader passed away on Monday, December 12 of 2022. The International Islamic Organization has, however, faulted the report, urging the Muslim community and Nigerians at large to disregard the rumors of El-Zakzaki's death. The IHRC maintained that the embattled cleric is alive. The anniversary of the 2015 Zaria massacre is today. We will be posting more during this week. Please disregard rumors circulating this morning that Sheikh El-Zakzaki has passed away, IHRC noted on its Twitter handle. Okutenu reported that churches in Nigeria and sympathizers on Monday marked the 7th anniversary of the Zaria massacre involving the renowned cleric. It could be recalled that in December of 2015, the Nigerian army led ambush on El-Zakzaki's residence where scores of churches members were killed and El-Zakzaki's place of worship was destroyed. The incident followed an alleged cheated attack on the then Chief of Army Staff, General Tuku Buratai in Zaria, Kaduna State. Sheikh El-Zakzaki and his wife Zinet lost their 6 sons, 3 of whom are killed during the Zaria massacre. 6 sons. What a tragedy. Insurgence is never a good thing in any country. I will not even wish my enemies to have insurgents in their area, because it drops like fuel and expand very, very, very large. May God never allow us to see insurgents in our lives again, or in this coming life again, or this coming year. Names of people killed in Enugu herdsmen attack revealed as death toll rises. The names of victims of the recent killings by suspected armed herdsmen and their collaborators in Enugu State have been made public. Okutenu reported that there was a gruesome killing of residents of Ubo, Umujiovu, and the Mbuji communities in the Eha Amufu Issues of local government area of Enugu State by assailants last week. It was reported that the armed herdsmen in military uniforms with their collaborators from Benue State stormed the communities last Thursday, December 8, and killed innocent citizens. Reports on Tuesday said the death toll from the disturbing events has now risen to 25. Initial reports claimed that at least 16 people were killed during the attack. However, the total number of residents killed during the massacre, according to emerging reports, has now risen to 25, with the 2 decomposing bodies found and buried on Monday. As cited on Sahara Reporters, the names of those killed according to their villagers and communities are listed below. Ama Okpebe Ebo Community, Chief Odo Godwin Double, Chief Olanya Joseph, Chief Ede Emmanuel, Agu Onyema, Agu Elias Onyenze, Agu Ikechukwu, Agu Akanku, N'Enugu State. Ama Obelebe Ebo Community, Sunday Odo Akpenyi, Idu Samuel, Odo Friday, Chief Onodugo, Ode Ebe, Ubu Gabriel, Igurube Ubu, Igurube Obioma, Alu Nweke, and Chukwuma Solomon. Ama Akpa Abo Community, Olenya Odonweze son, Ambrose Ogeni's son, Emeka Oji, Ede Nwa Leonard. Ama Obu Abo Community, Onunze Onyeka, Umujiovu Community, Ede Brown James Idei. Meanwhile, the names of 2 people killed in Mbuji during the attacks were yet to be released as the communities continue to search for their loved ones. This is heartbreaking. How can people be dying in their numbers in their own land? For not saying we are not fighting war. We are not fighting civil war. Yet people keep dying in their numbers and the government are not doing anything about it. How do we get to this point? That is what I keep asking myself up to this very moment. What have gone wrong? How can we be losing our innocent ones, our loved ones, for nothing's sake? Innocence. Their only crime is that they are Nigerians. And I asked, who do us this thing in Nigeria? Anybody knows the answer? Please endeavor to drop it at the comment section. I will reply you as soon as possible. So please, my dear people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, this is where we are going to come to the end of this broadcast. Until I come your way again, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own corners. If this is your first time of hearing my voice or watching any of my content and you have not subscribed, please endeavor to do so. If you are a regular listener to my content and you have not subscribed, I'm also urging you to be able to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you all will be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel or other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Without you, there will be no me, and without me, there will be no news for you. Despite the fact you have other platforms that gives you news, but my own is exceptional. I give you the best of news, and I am on point. I don't pinch words. I speak directly what is being written and how it is being written, and that is a simple truth. Yes, I don't mince words and I don't give propagandacious news. What I give is real news from real source and on point. So endeavor to compromise. Yes, according to Igbo adage, they say if one hand watch this one and the other hand will watch the other one. That is the play of a dog. You fall for me, I fall for you. So please, I am begging, let us put hands together to make this ministry a reality, so that this ministry will move to the permanent site as others always be. So until I come your way again, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk. I have talked too much. Talk without rest can make me dull talkative. So have a nice day, and may the Almighty Chukwu Okiabiyama bless the works of our hands, enrich us and empower us in all our endeavors, that this year coming will never be a regrettable one. Rather, it will be a joyous one in our different homes and families. Have a nice day, and may the God bless us all. Amen. Take care, my people. I am signing out. Bye for now. Kemesiano.